Welcome to today's video where we are going to learn about the Andean spectacled bear. This mammal belongs to the order Carnivora, the family Ursidae, the genus Tremarctos, and the species Ornatus. The Andean bear of South America is also known as the spectacled bear because of the rings of white or light fur around its eyes, which can look like eyeglasses or spectacles against the rest of the bear's black or dark brown fur. These markings often extend down the chest, giving each bear a unique appearance and helping scientists identify each bear by its mugshot. The markings also give the bear its scientific name, Tremarctos ornatus, or decorated bear. As a mid-size bear, Andean bears are between 4 and 6 feet long and stand 2 to 3 feet at the shoulder. Males are typically 30 to 50% larger than the females. Andean bears are thought to use vocal communication more than any other bear except the giant panda. They make unique vocalizations that are quite unbear-like, such as a shrill screech or a soft purring sound. Mother bears may use different vocalizations to communicate with their cubs. Habitat and diet. Although this bear is typically diurnal, very little is known about them in their native habitat. As they are shy and tend to avoid humans, this makes them hard for scientists to locate and study. The bears are native to the Andean countries from Venezuela to Bolivia, living in forests, grasslands, and scrublands. Andean bears are true arboreal bears, using their long, sharp front claws to climb and forage for food. As they search for food in the forest, Andean bears live an arboreal lifestyle. They sometimes build leafy platforms in the trees, both in the wilderness and in zoos, which they may use to sleep and to feed. Because food is available year-round where they live, Andean bears are active year-round and do not spend months inactive in dens, as do American black and brown bears. Andean bears are omnivores, known to eat more than 300 different kinds of plants and over 20 kinds of animals. The most common items in their diet appear to be plants, especially fruits, palms, and bromeliads. Bears living in scrubland habitat are even known to seek out snails and to eat cacti. Sometimes these bears feed on dead livestock, and they will sometimes hunt cattle, which causes conflict with farmers. The bears also pose challenges for people when the bears raid cornfields. While mostly solitary, Andean bears may gather together to eat where food is plentiful, such as a cluster of trees bearing fruit or corn ripening in a farmer's field. Eating so much fruit helps these bears play an important part in forest ecology. The seeds they eat are excreted in their droppings as the bears move around, spreading the seeds over long distances for the production of the next generation of fruit trees throughout the forest. At the San Diego Zoo, the Andean bears eat biscuits made for zoo omnivores. They also feast on apples, carrots, grapes, yams, bananas, oranges, and lettuce. They occasionally will even eat crickets and mealworms. Family life. A female gives birth to 1, 2, or rarely 3 cubs in an isolated den, but very little is known about how a female chooses her den. All maternal dens discovered so far have been like nests, on the ground or in cavities below rocks. Like other newborn bear cubs, Andean bear cubs are helpless and totally dependent on their mothers. Cubs first leave the safety of the den when they are about 3 months old. It is not known how long the youngsters stay with their mother, but it is believed that the cubs are over 1 year old when they venture out on their own. Conservation. Like too many wildlife, Andean bears are at risk of extinction. The biggest threats to this bear come from humans, either directly or indirectly. The main threats to Andean bears are habitat loss and fragmentation, conflict between bears and humans, and poaching. Andean bears are now protected by international trade laws, but they are still illegally hunted for their meat, fat, and body parts. No one knows how many of these bears remain. Andean bear habitat is being altered by climate change and destroyed for mining operations, lumber, and farming. Bear habitat is being lost at a rate of approximately 2 to 4% per year, and that rate of loss is not going down. Fortunately, there are some plans of conservation for this species of bear. Charismatic and easily recognized, the Andean bear is one of the flagship species of national parks in the Andes. A Species Survival Plan, or SSP, is in place for this bear species through the American Association of Zoos and Aquariums, or AZA. The San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance is committed to Andean bear conservation in Amazonia. Their work increases scientific knowledge about these bears in order to advance their conservation, to train and mentor Peruvian conservationists, and to promote an understanding that the bears are worthy and integral parts of a healthy ecosystem that is essential for all. This collaborative effort is currently focused on the Manu landscape of southwest Peru. There, the work is done with governmental and non-governmental agencies that are responsible for managing lands inside and outside of Manu National Park, on the east slope of the Andes Mountain above the Amazonian lowlands. This work also involves biologists from universities in the United States and from Peru, as they conduct the science needed for this bear's conservation while supporting Peruvian conservation science. Some fun facts about Andean bears: they are the only bear that has 13 pairs of ribs, one less than all other bears. Andean bears are also the only bear species found in South America, and since literature's Paddington Bear came from darkest Peru, he would have had to have been an Andean bear. The largest bear that ever lived was the giant short-faced bear, which is a relative of the Andean bear. Fossils of this bear have been found in California's La Brea tar pits. And that's our video for today. If you found this video interesting and informative, please press like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.